So I started high school the other day, right? And I remember walking in the front gates thinking, yo, this place is fucking huge, right? Like, it's kind of like that moment when you were 7 or 6 or something, you're at Walmart with your parents, you're looking at some fresh new toys or something like that. You turn around, your parents are gone, you're thinking to yourself, ah, fuck, what do I do now? That's what I felt like when I walked in the freaking campus and looked around and realized how huge this place was, right? Anyways, I eventually met up with most of my friends and we're all hanging out. We're like, yo, this place is actually pretty fresh, right? Then the fucking bell rings and we were caught off guard because our middle school, that shit didn't have a bell. We just had some proctors blow a whistle, right? So my first thought was like, oh shit, did North Korea finally send successful nukes or something? Then my friend was like, no, you fucking dumbass, we're going to class. And I'm like, oh. I mean, I guess that makes more sense. So I'm following my friend Francisco to Spanish class, and then I pass this class with a bunch of my friends. I'm like, yo, what's poppin'? I was thinking to myself, damn, wouldn't it be nice to be in that class as I walk towards a tree? And my friend's like, yo, where the fuck are you going? This is our class. And I'm like, yo! So my first period was pretty fun because I ended up knowing like half the fucking class. Anyways, class ended and we had some time to actually explore the campus, right? Then me and my friends found a vending machine. You know how cool that shit is to us freshmen, seeing a vending machine on campus? Now our first thought was it was out of order because it was covered in some weird ass cage thing, but we later learned that that cage thing was there so we wouldn't shake the freaking machine so we wouldn't get free Snapples. So we all freaking buy Snapples. The Snapples were alright. It's not that fucking bottle Snapple. It's the ones in the can. It doesn't make a satisfying noise when you open it. Sure, it still does the tss, but it's not as loud. It's not as satisfying. But we were exploring the campus. We were on a quest to find Snapple machines, right? We got a bunch of friends. We're going on adventures, going across campus. Apparently our campus is as big as Disneyland or Disney World or one of them. I forgot, but I'm not buying it. It's big, but not that big, right? But we were exploring the campus trying to find a bunch of vending machines. We found 4 Snapple machines and a 7-Up machine, right? When we found that 7-Up machine, we were like, yo, a 7-Up machine? That's actually really fresh. I could go for some 7-Up. Like, we had to go to the deep, dark corners. We had to go searching hardcore for this 7-Up machine. And we were expecting a nice 7-Up reward. We were walking up to the vending machine, seeing what it has to offer, and it didn't offer any 7-Up, but just ordered more fucking Snapple, right? Top 10 saddest anime plot twist, top 10 most disappointing moments in anime. Yeah, that's what we were feeling. We were like, yo, why the heck does a 7-Up machine not sell 7-Up but more Snapple? And some Gatorade, which is, I guess, pretty fresh. I think the most interesting class I have right now is probably English because of the teacher, right? First 5 minutes of class, she's already teaching us how to fucking manipulate other teachers and stuff, right? And then she starts to talk about how her husband can basically read minds, right? So her husband graduated from Harvard, which is a really hard college to get into, and then he graduated in the field of being able to read minds or something, because he's able to read our facial expression to see if we're like lying or if we're guilty or if we're happy or stuff like that. And I'm like, what the fuck? Then she finally started to talk about what we're going to be doing in this class, which were blogs. We were supposed to be writing a blog about a certain topic. I'm going to be writing about memes. Yeah, I know, I'm so cool. Anyways, but she somehow got sidetracked by talking about blogs and how this couple, right? This one girl broke up with her boyfriend, leaked his fucking nudes, and then she basically got arrested for having child porn, right? And then she was talking about if you have received nudes, you are in a possession of child porn. And then my first thought was like, yo, I'm about to clear my fucking camera roll, holy shit. And then she somehow got sidetracked from that and started to talk about how AI is becoming extremely intelligent and how AI is gonna fucking exterminate humanity. That's her fucking English teacher. most of my classes were pretty freaking boring in the beginning, but once I actually started to talk to the people around me, it actually started to become pretty fun. I remember biology was the most boring for me because no one I knew sat next to me, but I'm like, fuck it, I'm just gonna start talking to these nerds, right? And then basically I could never focus in biology. I was too busy messing around with the people around me. I'm not even kidding. This one girl who sits in front of me, there's something wrong with her, because she literally laughs at anything I say, and I just look at her with a straight face and I'm like, yo, that's a wall. And then she starts dying and I'm like, oh my god, this fucking girl. She hit her head or something. Maybe I would have been better off if I just focused in class, but I think I'm probably gonna fail all my classes because I'm too busy messing around. There was actually some people from my elementary school and I didn't even notice them. Like the first person, I was in PE, I was hanging out with a group of friends, and then I'm like, anyways, yo, what's your name? And then he's like, yo, it's me, Jesse, from elementary school. And I'm like, wait, you're messing with me, right? And he's like, no, in your 3rd grade, remember Mr. And then he tells the freaking teacher's name. And then I'm like, yo, I'm fucking woke AF, right? Like the moment he convinced me that I knew him, it all came back. It's like I had a Vietnam flashback. All my memories of him just came back to me and I'm like, I'm shook. Like this freaking happened again when I was doing a group project in my 6th period class, right? We were all talking and then this one guy, he was like, oh yeah, me and him, we went to elementary together. And then I'm like, wait, what the fuck? I don't recognize you. I thought I just met you. But I went with it because I didn't want to be rude, right? I wasn't about to expose his ass right there. And then when he left to go get a drink of water or something, I just looked at my classmate, my peer, my freaking roommate, whatever you want to call her. But I just looked at her and I'm like, yo, don't tell him I said this, but I have no fucking clue who he is. Like the moment he mentioned how we were both in the elementary school, I thought he was mixing me with something, with someone else, right? But then when he mentioned Mission Crest, I'm like, oh shit, dude. Why am I so bad at recognizing people? She kind of just looked at me with a disappointing face and then just fucking laughed it off, and I'm like, yeah, he's coming back, pretend nothing happened. Yeah, those are my high school shenanigans. Thanks for watching. I'm gonna try to do weekly videos again. You guys just gotta believe in me. Anyways, and I'll see you guys next time.